Hello guys, and welcome once again to Endor Wars. Now I'm hoping everything is going to be okay this time. The entry of Italy into the war is not far away. They're at 4%, so we can expect Italy fairly soon. Which is not good. However, Russia is suffering. They have the Tsars in command, the Rasputin event, so eventually we will be able to set about the chain for the revolution. And Britain is apparently 100% rebels. And they do have some rebels. So, if they're not out by 1916, because I know with Italy joining the war, they're probably going to regain some alignment, even though, over 80%, there's a good chance that they could leave the war, so... if that happens, by 1916 we can use the Easter Rise and we can try and knock Britain out that way. Italy. I know they're going to be powerful. I know they're going to be powerful. They'll have like around 1 million men, something like that. But we just need to hold our lines for the time being. I would be able to rush reinforcements such as Ottoman troops, Bulgarian troops, Romanian troops, obviously some Austrian troops if I have some available, to the Italian front, as the Russian front is more or less contained. More or less. There is some very large armies around, but not many. Most of them are gone now. Yeah, I think this is a large one over here at 636. The largest one I can currently see is now in Warsaw, so that's something to take into account. We are obviously still punishing the Russians in East Prussia as they continue to try and advance over there. Right, we do have some more infantry divisions ready, fantastic. Where would these be needed? Take this and add it there. There we go. We do have a new ambitious plan, don't we, for France, which is basically to send our overall, well, the OHL and push and punch towards Paris and try and knock the French out of the war. I mean, if Britain was to leave the war, then we could destroy France. We could destroy them. Italy will be troublesome, as they will boost the efforts of the entire Entente. But it is a small front, and if we can hold the front, then that should be good. I will move these men here straight away when we try and establish control. If we can try and retake these fortresses, or even hold on to these fortresses, that could be good. Oh, we could even bypass them entirely. I mean, this is impassable mountain over here. Is there a mode to see this a little bit easier? Maybe. Right. This region cannot be entered. So we can see here, the mountains here, they can't be entered. Well, these ones can, but these can't. Actually, then again, I think that might be just for now. No, it's probably because, yeah, never mind. I'm trying to find what I mean. There's like some areas with like completely impassable. Like here, potentially. I'm not too sure. I'm sure there's some areas in the map where you can't pass. Like, I think it might be at places like, yeah, here we go, Impassable Mountain. So here is Impassable Mountain. Here as well. So this area here is quite... It's a bit of a choke point, you can only basically go up there. So I think I will send these troops over here. And if we could take that, that would be quite nice. It would be pretty annoying for the Italians to get back up there. Okay. I wish I could see if they had anything on the border as well, but I suppose we won't see until war is declared. So we are going over here to deal with the rebel elements, apparently. I find it really strange, though I don't know who they particularly belong to. It doesn't seem as though it's part of my borders. So who knows? Right, we're sending those troops over there, we're sending the army here. Issue is obviously a major supply, and it always will be. But we will be able to adjust, and we will be able to, well, be able to overcome. Okay. No, I think I'm going to, in fact... Okay. What we'll do is we'll send this, Then again. We'll send this force... Actually, you know what? Let's find something much better. I could do with giving him command of Austrian troops. That would make much more sense. And it is quite a decently powerful little force. It's got some power to it, so I think we should probably send this to the Italian front. Potentially... Actually, it's a Czechoslovakian commander, isn't it? It's a Czech commander, so I believe I will send this back to Czechoslovakia. The supplies can stay here for now, though. Then again, no, that would be irresponsible when we have a war going on. So we'll send him here. We'll have some troops recruited in Czechoslovakia at some point, and then we'll probably have him sent back there to command those troops. Okay. General Corps. Decently strong army. I don't think we have anything to fear from the French in the south. I just don't think they have that much power anymore. But let's see, what could I do with this? I could send it to East Prussia, that would help quite a bit. But honestly, I think we need Warsaw. I think we need it. No rails here, which is a major issue. I think we'll send this to East Prussia, and then what we could possibly do is have it come down and try and flank Warsaw, which would be quite a good idea. Right, 15 days. Okay. So I think everything more or less has already been set out for this turn, so I believe we can end the turn and we can see what happens. Right then, so we know that Italy is at 4% alignment and 96% alignment to the Entente. So, we can enjoy that one then. So we'll save the game here, just in case I missed anything and there's anything I wanted to go back to. We'll take a quick look at the Ottoman front. We are seeing troops here, militia, well, regular militia supply. So not too dangerous. We are sending these troops here just to back up the Turkish force in case they need extra men. There's another 23,000 men here, so that's quite a considerable amount. How much do we have over here? 29,000, almost 30,000 infantry, and 4,710 cavalry. I'm not too fond of the cavalry, really. I'm really not too fond of it. There's not really a particular benefit, in my opinion, to having it. Obviously, it allows you to pull off some maneuvers and tactics, but honestly, I'd rather have quite a few more infantry. Okay. We'll be able to determine in the future whether we can pull in more men back from the Ottoman front to help deal with the Italian front, or even whether to, well, actually, no, okay. What I'll commit to is, once we've taken Egypt, I believe we can commit successfully to attacking through the Caucasus. If we have enough supplies, we could take, is it Kars? Kars over here? Ardahan, what was that? Ardahan, Batum, and basically advance up the rail lines, like so. It would give us a chance to resupply, and to escape if needs be. Okay. Kind of tempted to move all these militias to somewhere useful, but that would be quite a little bit of work. Okay. Right then. That's a very, very brave Entente force. Okay. This force has no orders, and... Colmar is vulnerable, really. So I believe I will move this army to Colmar. The ammunition can stay here in Strasbourg, but it does protect Strasbourg and it does protect our weakest point. We don't want anything to break in the line. And if it's not necessary to have these troops here, then I will of course move them. I could do with more intelligence over here, so we'll send this plane over here just to help out with the scouting and the recon. Okay. So that's a little bit of an adjustment. What else do we have over here? Central Powers Detachment, okay. That'll be sent north soon enough. Okay, there's a lot of like artillery here. What is this? Heavy artillery. We'll take the heavy artillery. There we go. Medium, okay. We'll take this heavy artillery and we'll keep it in reserve to see how this advance goes. But we will need it to try and bust the fortresses. Potentially Verdun. I don't know if I want to attack Verdun. I don't even know if it... Well, there's not really a need to attack Verdun. Actually, before we do continue the turn, I'm going to try and find a quote from the Ring of Steel book I have right here. Just give me a momento. Let me try and find it. I probably forgot to... Yeah, I forgot to hold the page. God damn it. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm trying to find it. I went to a part about Brusilov's defense. Trying to find it. I might have found it. Okay, so this is basically about the offensive orchestrated by Falkenhayn. The first week of the German offensive was a stunning success. The main attack began on the 22nd of February, with troops of the Reserve Corps on the right. I would say the Corps by shitty Roman numerals. The 7th Reserve Corps on the right advanced particularly rapid along the Meuse River. By the end of the third day, the whole French first position had fallen. Wait. Trying to find the part I was looking for. Right, their most spectacular triumph was the capture of the fort Douaumont, or Douaumont, I don't know how to say it, which at a third of a kilometre in width was the largest and most modern of Verdun's fortresses. Under most circumstances, it should have been impregnable. Its 2.5 metre thick reinforced concrete roof was constructed ingeniously, with a metre of sand in the middle and up to 5 metres of earth atop. The sand acted as a cushion and made the fort capable of withstanding blows from even the Germans' heaviest shells. Retractable artillery and machine gun turrets, flanking galleries of light artillery and searchlights, 2 fields of barbed wire and spiked railings, and a moat 8 metres deep combined to turn any infantry assault into a forlorn hope. Yet in common with other forts, and most of the guns at Douaumont had been removed in 1915. This was bad enough. Even worse was that the commander in February 1916 neglected even to garrison the fortress. An order to man the defences was never sent. In consequence, a pioneer sergeant and 2 small groups of soldiers under officers from the 24th Brandenburgers was able to carry out one of the most remarkable coups, I don't know why it says coups, of the entire war. They entered the fort unopposed and took the 57-strong caretaker garrison prisoner without loss. The fortress became a key shelter, logistical and medical point for the German attackers for the rest of the battle. The effort to retake it, which was only managed in October, cost the French army an estimated 100,000 casualties. I'm sorry about reading that shit. It's really difficult to try and read, commentate, and play a game if you... Yeah, it's hard. Don't try to do things like that if you're commentating. You end up fucking up and you sound like an idiot. But yes, Verdun was a series of fortresses with one giant fortress kind of thing. So we'll advance the turn then. I imagine you can't hear the music, and I really don't know why. I mean, I can hear it, and you should hear what I'm hearing, but apparently it doesn't work like that, so I just don't even know. I think one day I might just mute, I don't know, maybe record the audio separately and add the music after? I don't know. We'll have to see. When it comes to editing, I'm not that good. I'm not that experienced at sound editing, and most of the time I just can't be arsed. I'm sorry about that, I just can't be arsed most of the time. Okay. This series, by the way, I've uploaded so far 31 episodes, and it's almost the longest series I have. And I imagine it probably will be the longest series I have done, so when it's finished, if it ever does get finished, which it will, trust me, it will. I do enjoy this game. It's just the fact that it's only 1915 and we still have a long time to go. If the war was even to end in 1918. I mean, if the offensive against France goes as I hope, we could potentially knock France out of the war, or at least cripple them. And Britain may leave the war at basically any time. The Italians will pose a massive threat, but I think we will be able to deal with them. I think we'll be able to hold them back. Possibly even push them back. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens. As I don't know the future myself. I'm playing this as you're watching, so we'll see. I should really stop waffling on. It's just the turn times are long, so yeah. Okay. Oh dear. Oh. Oh dear. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, they assaulted the fortress. It's a good thing I sent men there, but that was actually quite an impressive offensive. I mean, they had very little men, but they did inflict quite a good loss on the garrison. Obviously, it would have been on the garrison troops here, but that's quite impressive. What artillery did you have? Medium artillery and just field artillery. Right then, so this Russian force just seems to have no supplies left. And they retreated. Are the Ottoman troops going to join Mr. Konrad von Hotzendorf? I would hope so. There we go, fantastic. That's 200,000 men there. We do have a lot of men now in the Central Powers. But that's a good victory. For very little loss as well. Another case of cleaning up the Russians. There we go. Only 51 men for 6,560. Well done. Wiped out that Serbian force. Okay. So the Entente seems to have reacted. I think they sensed the fact that I was planning something here. Or at least they recognise the fact that there are very little men here. Okay, we are seeing a British fleet here. That's worrying. I probably will have to send my Austro-Hungarian fleet into harbour either at Constantinople or Istria. Okay, so our men have arrived. Some good. Very good. Kornilov. Oh, here we go. We're having some really good victories this turn. Always good to start off strong, isn't it? 8,200 for 800... Well, for 820. Ah, the British fleet, I see. Right, we lost 2 ships. We lost 4 ships, but we destroyed 17 ships of the British fleet. Now that is a good tally. Fantastic. I wish we could see exactly what we did destroy. I think you can by the fact of, obviously... Yes, this unit has been destroyed. So we destroyed a New Zealand cruiser squadron, a North American light cruiser squadron. I don't know if we destroyed any battleships. I would hope so. But yes, this fleet of 128 ships with all of our dreadnoughts will eat the British fleet alive. And we're going to chase it down. They've entered into the Baltic, and that's probably the worst thing they could have possibly done, as they can only leave now through the Kiel Canal, or possibly around Denmark. But they're in my home waters now. They're in my turf. Did I order an attack on Warsaw? I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't really order that. Oh dear. Yeah. I'm pretty damn sure I didn't order that. Unless they're being attacked, I don't know. Perhaps an order I didn't notice? That's not my... Okay, well that sucks. Hmm. Well, inflicting good casualties, though. I would like the battle to end, though. I don't want to lose more men. So I've lost quite a few already. Is the battle over? Right, so that was a defeat. 45,000 men for 62,000 men. So we did inflict more on the enemy than we did take. But I actually... I can't remember ordering that attack. I really can't. So, yeah. Something unnecessary. Austrian. Did I accidentally send him? And why can't I click off this? Okay, there we go. Right. Barenkov. Or Barakov. Or Barenkov. Yeah, they're taking some extreme losses this turn. I mean, we did just lose quite a number of men there, but I think it's, damn. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Very nice, very nice. 9,900 for 24,000. Okay, we need to hunt this force down. Yeah, okay. They're rapidly losing cohesion. Right, looks like more British troops are arriving. Okay. Yeah, this is... I should have probably waited for the offensive into Egypt by probably late 1915. Probably around December. At least then the railway would have been built and I would have been able to use that. We'll see how things recover. I will leave the men there and allow them to recover cohesion. There's no point rushing them across the Suez to be murdered. Well, destroyed, sorry. Okay. 300 ton. This isn't too good. Defend escape route. Is this it? Or will they be reinforced? No, apparently... What? 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 Okay. What is this? Ah, okay. Brilliant. Oh, we are engaging the rest of the British squadron. Well, it is a fleet. I just wish it said what fleet it was. Another 2 ships destroyed. Do we know what we destroyed? No. Okay, what a shame. They are on passive now. We will chase them though. I'm not going to allow them to escape. Hopefully they could lose cohesion to the sea mines, or even men to the sea mines. Russian forces arrived. Okay, hopefully we can finish off this force. Oh, come on, really. What's good as well, we're at least defeating these Russian commanders inside our borders. They can't get those commanders out. Those commanders are then gone. So if these commanders are actually good or anything like that, they're gone forever. I mean, this guy kinda sucked. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't good as such, but he wasn't terrible. Okay, where's this? Ah, okay, I see. Just try and destroy the rest of the Serbian forces now. Hmm. Interesting. Hopefully the fortress will help us. Crossfire. Ah. We do have the artillery advantage, actually. Hopefully the fortress will join the battle. Well, at least some men. Then again, I only think they do that if it's like an assault or something. I'm not too sure. Either way, this is a large force that we do need to deal with. I mean, they should be resource starved. And therefore much, much easier to deal with. 16,000 men killed there? Yes, they have moved men up here. Okay. I do need this force destroyed, because once it's destroyed, then that's it. Poland is pretty much ours, and I can move these men to the front. I just don't want anything behind my front lines. Okay. I mean, it's just a fair-sized army as well, it just needs to recover cohesion. We could give it some artillery and be good. Right. 1%. Great. So Italy will join the war next turn. Not so good. Well, we do have some artillery over here, so we'll send this artillery down. There we go, send it by rail. Good number of men there, we just need commanders. We'll send this over here. Be there in 11 days. Okay. Right then, so the Serbian force has retreated across the river. I'll send this force with the commander over here. Hopefully be able to take command. I do need to push them. Then again, that would be kind of insane as their cohesion's so low. Thankfully this place produces no supplies, that's not good. Okay, that sucks. It sucks sending these here, so I'll just send them back there. Give them some supplies. Still some British forces over here, isn't there? Right, well, let's send the Ottoman Navy back to port. Okay. They haven't supplies enough. So it's a 40-day trip then. Could send them to Gaza instead. 32 days. I can send them to Al Arish. That is a much shorter journey of 24 days.